Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about She-Hulk. Attorney-at-law actress Tatiana Maslany believes that the MCU show won't get a second season on Disney Plus. This comes to us from Fandom Pulse. Tatiana Maslany, star of She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law, recently hinted that hopes for a second season of the Marvel series on Disney Plus might be down the drain. The revelation came during her appearance on the Twitch game show Codenames Live, hosted on the Nerd Incorrect channel, where Maslany disclosed her current jobless status and responded to inquiries about its potential season 2 with a disheartening quote, "I don't think so. I think we blew our budget," and Disney was like, "No thanks." Essentially blowing the budget on terrible CGI and absolutely dog crap story, and even changing the origin of She-Hulk, of how she became She-Hulk, because of course a man can't help a woman become great. Tatiana Maslany's statements echo earlier speculations from Thwip, a notable scooper who in late November suggested that a second season of She-Hulk was facing cancellation due to a lukewarm audience reception. Despite the season finale attracting 526 million minutes of viewership, the overall series struggled to secure a spot on Nielsen's top 10 list, indicating lower viewership compared to other streaming content. The audience response, measured by a dismal 32% score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 5.3 out of 10 on IMDb, further compounded the challenges faced by the show. This looks absolutely terrible. Financially, She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law proved to be a costly venture, with each episode reportedly carrying a hefty price tag of around $25 million to air on Disney+. This budget, while substantial, did not translate into a favorable return on investment, raising questions about the series' viability. The financial concerns were exacerbated by reported difficulties in the show's visual effects, with rushed and unfinished effects contributing to its underwhelming performance. And the fact that Tatiana had some choice words about, children essentially being trans, which they don't exist. Tatiana Maslany's latest comments seem to underscore the reality of the overspending situation on Marvel Disney shows, suggesting a combination of financial constraints and less than favorable audience feedback may have contributed to the potential demise of the series. Her statement, quote, "I think we blew our budget," Disney was like, "No thanks," encapsulates the financial challenges faced by She-Hulk. However, Tatiana Maslany's remarks are not the first indicators of the show's uncertain future. In October, she hinted at the possibility of no second season during an interview with Extra TV, stating, quote, "I mean, I don't think so yet. Kevin Feige in the scene seems to be very dismissive of this idea, so if we're basing this off of the real Kevin, then it doesn't seem likely." The ongoing speculation about the show's cancellation gained traction, with Thwip's November revelation that a second season was unlikely due to poor reception. The lack of acknowledgement on Nielsen's top 10 list and a meager 32% score on Rotten Tomatoes were early warning signs. While the financial burden and lukewarm reception are significant factors, Maslany's comments also point to a potential internal decision within Disney. Her statement implies that budgetary concerns may have led to Disney to opt out of a second season. The reported budget of $25 million per Disney Plus episode, though substantial, did not guarantee success, especially when compared to the show's lukewarm reception. The alleged cancellation of She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law raises questions about Disney's broader strategy for the streaming platform Disney Plus, particularly its shift away from high-budget live MCU series that don't pay for themselves. She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law is not the only show that seems to be canceled, as so far only Loki has received a second season out of all the Disney Plus MCU shows. I believe WandaVision was supposed to only be one season because it led into Multiverse of Madness. So that would make sense for that one. As the fate of She-Hulk hangs in the balance, the possibility of the character appearing in future Marvel Cinematic Universe movies remains. The certainty surrounding the series is essential to acknowledge that these details are based on comments from Tatiana Maslany and industry rumors. Official announcements or developments may provide a clear picture of the show's future. So I don't think this will get a second season. If it does, it'll only be watched by people who essentially make money off crapping on dog crap shows like this. Mainly the culture war channels like Nerdrotic and As from Heel vs. Bayface and possibly Geeks and Gamers. But I don't see anybody talking about this show besides the weirdos online that claim to like this, which I'm sure they don't know anything about She-Hulk, considering that they think the origin that they gave her in this was the actual origin, which it wasn't. She got a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner, which is how she became She-Hulk. But, like I said in the beginning, women cannot receive help from a man anymore in series and movies anymore, so they essentially have to change the origin story to fit that narrative. But if the story would have been written well, if the story would have been better, and you wouldn't have spent it on things like I don't know, that weird twerking scene in this show, it might have been better. But, Disney continues to hire people who don't know nothing about Marvel, who don't know nothing about comics to write these shows, and they end up being absolutely abysmal abysmal and essentially not being watched by anyone who has the Disney Plus service. At this point, I don't think anybody should have the service. The service is quite terrible, and there are other ways that you can essentially watch the content that is on that streaming service. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button, comment below what you feel about all this, and did you watch the She-Hulk show? Subscribe for more content and hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get notifications anytime I post a new video or live stream, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.